Where do we go from here, and what happens next when it comes to the colossal $3.5 trillion stimulus package? All of that explained in this video, so let's get into it. Welcome everyone, thanks again for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video, as it is very important because the more people we have here in this community, the greater the impact and influence that we have going forward, especially as we make these calls to Congress telling them to raise Social Security benefits like retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, SSI, and VA benefits, as well as additional stimulus checks. With that being said, thank you once again, and let's get into this. So as all of you probably know, because of course you watch all of my videos, Chuck Schumer, who is the leader of the Senate on the Democratic side, was recently out announcing that the Senate Budget Committee has come together on a $3.5 trillion behemoth stimulus package, right? This thing is a big old monster. It's huge, right? All right, so from here, it does go on to the House Budget Committee, where it goes through a similar process, and they start working together to actually come up with the legislation and the text of the bill. In other words, how are they going to spend the $3.5 trillion? I have an idea. Send it over to me, guys. I can probably find a pretty cool and fun way to spend it, right? Who wants some money, right? That's basically what it comes down to. Anyway, so from here, they will continue the process of moving forward with this package. Now here's the thing. I've had some questions and comments on recent videos saying, okay, this means it's passed, right? A fourth stimulus check is on its way, and we're going to be getting raises in August on Social Security, SSDI, SSI, and VA, right? Okay, not so fast, okay? Let's slow down for just a second here. Okay, I just want to make sure that there is no miscommunication with any of this information going on right now. Okay, let's hold tight for just a second. Let me walk you through this. It is not passed yet, okay? This is like the first step in the process where they need to come together on a preliminary number, as in how much is it actually going to cost? How much are we willing to spend is in other words what they're basically saying. They've come together and said, we're cool spending $3.5 trillion. I mean, who wouldn't be cool spending that much money? I don't know. I could probably have a pretty fun time with that, and I'm sure all of you would too. Trust me, you would be right along there, along for the ride with me. We'd have a really fun time. Trust me on that one. Anyway, but it's not up to us, it's up to them. Unfortunately, yeah, I know, right? It'd be pretty fun to be one of those people. Well, let's be real. It would not be fun to be in Congress. All right, let's just say that much. But anyway, okay, I just want to make it very clear. It has not been passed yet, and no, this does not mean a fourth stimulus check is going to be coming next week quite yet. And unfortunately, the raises for all of these benefits like Social Security, retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, SSI, and VA is not going to be starting as of August, okay? I just want to make it very clear. It takes a very long time to get these initiatives through. It takes a long time to go through the congressional process of like writing the text, the legislation, passing it. We know all of this, right? They're very, very slow. However, the process has started. The ball is a-rolling. It's rolling slow. It's a slow process, and the ball is rolling pretty slowly at this point, but at least it is rolling. That's kind of the first step, right? So here's the thing, and here's what we can expect going forward. Chuck Schumer has said he wants the bipartisan package passed. Well, here's the thing. They're bringing it to the floor next week, okay? They are currently writing the text and the legislation for the bipartisan package right now, like literally as we speak. The congressional aides are probably working on it literally like right now. They're probably typing it up right now. So here's the thing. Chuck Schumer is bringing it to the floor in the Senate next week, okay? So once we get that package out of the way, it's done and over with. Bye. Okay, see ya, right? It's out of our face. Okay, that is the one talking about infrastructure. The next one is this $3.5 trillion package. Then we can focus on this one. Now, we will be seeing a lot more people coming out and a lot of different proposals and initiatives coming forward now that they've identified the $3.5 trillion. Everybody is going to have their own opinion on how they should spend the $3.5 trillion, right? So we're going to have multiple different people throughout Congress, the House of Representatives, as well as the Senate, coming out with their own little projects saying, I want this, I want that, right? They're all going to have their own little initiatives and projects that they think should be best in this package as far as how they should spend $3.5 trillion, okay? So We will continue watching for all of these proposals to come forward. But here's the deal. Chuck Schumer said that he wants to have a budget resolution passed before their August recess. Now, here's the thing. The budget resolution is the first process before they can actually get to the budget reconciliation bill, okay? I know, right? A lot of roadblocks, a lot of hurdles to get over, but that's just kind of how things go. It's a very slow process. So there is potentially a chance that maybe they fast track this thing and they jam it through here within these next few weeks before they leave on their August recess. Or there is a possibility that maybe they're getting close to passing the whole budget reconciliation, or let me say that again, the budget resolution and then potentially the budget reconciliation, one right after the other within this period of time right now. And maybe they just so happen to stay a little bit of time into their August recess to get it done. Otherwise, the other situation could be they get just the budget resolution done, and then they say, let's wrap it up here. Let's leave on vacation for a long time, basically a month they're gone, maybe a little bit longer. And then they come back in mid-September and they say, all right, let's open up the books again. Let's take a little look at it and see where we left off a month ago. And, this is, of course, talking in September. And then they come back and they start looking at everything that they left off. And they say, okay, it is time to finally move forward with the rest of this bill. So we will continue watching this very closely going forward, but it's going to be very, very busy over the coming weeks. I want to lay this out for you and just let you know where we currently stand and the process in which all of this has to go through. It's a long process, right? But I guess that's kind of the deal in which legislation has to go through. I guess it's kind of frustrating looking at it, how slow the process is, but at the same time, it's kind of a relief that it does take a long time for some types of bills because, if the process was as easy as basically just snapping their fingers, just imagine how easily it'd be for them to pass some of the things that maybe are not in the best interest of the people, right? I'm not saying that this isn't in the best interest. I'm just saying it's probably a good thing, all the checks and balances that go into place to kind of pass these things. It's probably not like the worst thing in the world, even though it means we could potentially be waiting even longer. Yeah. But either way, it is in process. It is moving now, but mostly I wanted to come back and clear up a few comments that I've seen saying, it's happening tomorrow, right? Well, not quite yet. I really wish I could say that, but it's not quite yet, okay? We just need to continue to hold tight and just, have faith that something really good is going to come out of this, okay? So at this point, we just have to continue to sit back and watch this whole process continue to play out and see how this whole thing eventually transpires. And we will continue to do everything we possibly can to remind these people additional stimulus checks, raises to benefits, get additional benefits and raises to the people, Social Security, retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, SSI, and VA beneficiaries need additional money. This is so incredibly important right now. This is like an absolutely critical time to bring this up during this time right now because as they write the text, it is most important to have it added into it immediately as they write it. Because here's the thing. When you write a paper, you write a report, you write a book, do you really want to go back and amend it halfway through? Well, most likely not. It's a lot better to have all of the notes together and write everything in the first draft, right? And maybe just go back and make some minor tweaks to it rather than adding all kinds of new information and new kinds of legislation, right? Remember back in the day when you used to write your papers for school? Yeah. It's a lot easier when you have all the information at hand when you start writing to add it all in immediately versus ending it all up and then going back and saying, oh man, I need to add another paragraph? This isn't fun. This was not planned, right? Yeah, been there, done that. And I'm so glad I don't have to do it again. So glad those days are over. All right, anyway. By the way, side note, if you're still watching, Corey and I are headed to the mall here in a short time. We need to go check out something we've been looking at online for the baby, of course. But anyway, we're excited about it. We want to go look at it in person, but just side note on that, I plan on looking around at some different stores to see if I can find some new shirts for all of you. I've been looking through my closet, and all my shirts continuously go through this like cycle where they kind of get shuffled through, But I feel like I need to get some more because you've already seen all my shirts. So I need to get some new ones here. So hopefully I can pick up some brand new shirts here and surprise all of you for the rest of the summer here. Yeah, we have a lot of time to go anyway. So, wanted to bring this to you. I wanted to walk you through the process and just kind of clarify some things and make sure that there is no miscommunication with anything going on. I'm here to keep you updated. I'm here to help you out. And ultimately, I am here to be your advocate and do whatever I possibly can to be your voice in this community. So thanks again. Make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video if you haven't done so yet. And of course, go back and check out any of the nearly 1,300 videos right here on the channel and share them with your friends, family, and social media. And just remember, we are here to help in any way that we possibly can. Thank you so much for being part of this community. I truly appreciate it. And we will eventually get what we want, even though it may take a little bit of time. I am very much committed to helping all of you get additional relief. It is very important to me. All right, anyway, enjoy, and I will see you again in the next video, hopefully with a nice new shiny, well, maybe not shiny, but nice new shirt. Hopefully, we'll leave it at that. All right, okay.